Hello friends, let me begin by congratulating the class of 2021 on your graduation day. Finally, we are here. In these new normal times, your class of 2021 was the first batch to attend the entire year classes and give your board exams entirely during COVID. This was very different to the experience of previous batch who had a regular academic year but had their board exams cancelled. So how did you fare at this? We think each one of you did a brilliant job, a fantastic, mind-blowing, superb job. You have made everyone, your teachers, your parents, and all of us extremely proud. Over the past decade, over 63,000 students have studied at various GSF campuses, but your batch is very unique. It had to go through a lot of unusual hardships and challenges, not one, not two, but endless. During the lockdowns and other restrictions, you had to attend all classes virtually, had very limited face-to-face interactions, lived with the uncertainty over finishing your exam preparations or whether the board exams themselves would get conducted or even cancelled. With the conditions dynamically evolving and changing in every city, every country, you were not sure that even if you secured an admission to a university, whether things would be normal in that city, and this certainty complicated your choice of universities. Not to mention, you had to socially distance yourself at all times, even wear a mask while writing exams, which was never done before, had little or no ECSEC activities, and all the major conferences like annual days and sports days were cancelled. You missed getting the real CAS experience and instead had to make do with virtual CAS, which was very difficult to conduct virtually. With regards to MUN, perhaps some of you may be thinking that you may have missed something since it was not face-to-face, but actually that's not the case. Let me tell you that COVID has changed the face of all industry conferences, and in the future, at least 90% of these will switch to a virtual mode as they are hugely time efficient and can be attended to in 30 minutes instead of committing the usual 3 days, especially when you are speaking in an overseas conference. So speaking, debates, RWCC, etc. also had to be done online. And this saved money for participating students and increased the student participation by manyfold. Take example of our Global Indian Stars. We used to have say about 30 participants from each campus, and now by going virtual, we have over 500 students registering from various campuses for each of our competitions. The memories and the experience of classrooms were very different. Social experience among classmates was different. Group discussions, project work, everything was held online. During work from home, you have faced many challenges of attending virtual classes simultaneously alongside your school-going siblings and working from home parents. The chaos of Wi-Fi or disruptive signals on the 4G and 5G, and a fight to get the fastest tablet or PC device available at home. The hanging of screens and glitches of Zoom classes echo made it very challenging. I'm sure some of you missed doing virtual pranks during the virtual classes, as you could have probably done so in face-to-face mode. This is because your teachers had opted for having teacher-driven controls of muting and disabling chat so that classes could be held in a more disciplined and streamlined manner, and delays due to pranks and needless interruptions could be minimized. And attending all these virtual classes from morning to evening, right out of your homes, made it very physically draining and mentally tiring. Many of you have someone in your friend circle or wider families, maybe based overseas, who have been impacted by COVID. However, this and hearing too much negative news all around have actually made you mentally more resilient. As US Senator Orrin Hatch said, graduation is not the end, but the beginning. Today, on this special day, you have graduated from the high school, and this day will be forever etched and remembered when you step into a world as an individual, as a personality in your own right. Many of you are looking forward to a life and career that you've always dreamt of. You have great hopes and aspirations you wish to fulfill. You're going to follow your passion, be it in arts, law, engineering, business, medicine, etc. Whatever decision you make will determine your future. This is beginning of a new chapter of your life and a new journey for you. Still, being in the midst of pandemic, some of you may end up attending university during late nights, where universities are in different time zones. I know of at least one student who is doing this right now. You would be making new friends virtually and building a new life in another city or another country. Recently, we had Cyclone Taukate. Just yesterday, I was speaking to a senior most honorable High Court judge of Goa, and he was describing the wrath caused by the cyclone in Goa. What struck me the most, he said his son, a law school student, was unable to attend any virtual classes as there were no internet connections in Goa. The entire system was down and non-functional. Can you believe in today's world not having access to internet? Yes, it's possible at times. It happens in the US, it happens in many countries in Asia which experience the typhoons. So you need to reduce dependency on internet for everything. On a lighter note, better not to carry your mobile phones with you to the loo, because if the internet goes off, then you know you will be disadvantaged. The road ahead will have real solutions, real problems, and in short, real life starts now. As you prepare yourself to enter into this new venture with a new sense of hope and confidence, I would like to share some tips on life amid and after COVID. First, you and not others define what is success or failures. We all know we are in a super competitive world, a fierce world, a ruthless market, and a shrinking gig economy, etc., etc. And this means there is increasing need for survival of the fittest. Everyone wants to succeed. Some even become kiasu. What you finally achieve would be defined in binary, either as a success or a failure. So the question is, why should others define what you have done and whether it was a success or a failure? You don't want to become a slave or a shadow of others, because they will offer opinions and decide for you whether you're good or bad, whether what you did was right or wrong, whether you failed or succeeded. So you need to take charge of this rather than getting branded as a success or failure by others. You need to ask yourself whether this was your best performance or not, whether you were able to maximize your potential or not. What you achieved in board exams should not be a matter of success or failure, but rather an experience. How well you were able to maximize your own potential. By default, everyone has the ability to achieve the maximum potential, but how we shape the roadmap, how well we prioritize, how much of genuine efforts we have put in them, and how much sincerity and passion we have deployed. All these would define whether you achieved closer to your maximum potential. Like the Netflix episodes, this journey at school was an episode of your life, and you have many more episodes to deal with in life. So by chance, if you did not get the desired grades or missed by a few marks, then you have to ensure that in your next episode at the university, you work on improvements, sharpen your pencil, and take charge of the success for the journey. Second, don't get distracted by social media. Keep your life simple. When you work on something serious, keep your social mobiles away. Your persistence, passion to learn will get you whatever you want to achieve in your life. The end of school life should not mean end of learning. Learning is a lifelong process. You must continue to strengthen your abilities with newer forms of skills and keep yourself upgraded at every opportunity you get. With the world changing every second and newer innovations hitting us every second day, newer ways of doing things are springing up at every step. With a strong foundation of innovation given to you by your teachers, I'm sure you have the capabilities to use this strong base to innovate something good for your society and for your organizations. As a school, Your teachers have always given you the best education and the most advanced experiential learning to prepare you for a great future. All the greatest people, be it Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, President APJ Abdul Kalam, they had the highest badge of honor of their countries. And despite that, in person, they were very emphatic, they were very kind. I personally experienced the kindness of President Kalam over the last 3 occasions we had spent time with him. To possess one of the greatest traits of a leader, you need to orient yourself personally to be kind, to be emphatic. An act of kindness will go a long way in helping you in your own quest for success. An arrogant person is forgotten easily, but a kind person is always remembered. It took only a few days for the world to get disrupted, but it may take years for the world to go back to its pre-pandemic era. Thus, change is inevitable. You have the power to change things also. You are the youth of the nation who have ample opportunities lying ahead of you to bring a change. No one person can bring a considerable change. But together, if every one of you play your part, then you can bring collectively a significant and positive change for the world. Your sheer determination and focus can bring about a brighter tomorrow for the mankind. Beyond all these chaos unleashed by the fury of the nature, you have to do your best, stay focused, and remain vigilant to maneuver through these hurdles and complete your higher education and thereafter commence your careers. We look forward to that day when you will achieve your goals and proudly remember that it was teachers at GIIS that gave you that direction. You will be an inspiration to the coming generations as GIIS continues to provide the best guidance and education to our next upcoming generation. And as predictions are galore and COVID continues to rage, there could be a few more batches in the future following your footsteps. You should be happy that massive new disruptions will unfold, which will offer unlimited opportunities to you. And this is the best part. You all came out stronger through these tough times, and getting this experience at your early age in life is something that you can all cherish and take positive inspirations to deal with the future challenges. On behalf of the school, your teachers, and your parents, let me say that we are all very proud of you, of your fantastic achievements, and very pleased that you handled this entire journey with immense perseverance, resolve, passion, and great responsibility. Congratulations once again to all the students and their proud parents for successfully crossing the first hurdle and coming one step closer to realizing your passion and dreams. We hope to keep in touch with you. Stay mentally strong, stay focused, keep innovating through Jugaad, be kind, be a simple human being, and you define your performance of success or failure. Learn to stay away from social media, or at least stay away for 2 weeks a year and lead a simple life. You will always remember a source of our pride and inspiration for us and for all the upcoming generations for the years to come. Thank you.